Meow. Hey, Nya, it's your girl Anna, and as you can see, we are back in Final Fantasy XIV. And today, we're going to be starting on MSQ patch 2.2 Through the Maelstrom. In the last stream, we covered all of 2.1, which led us to the Shroud, where we end up fighting Good King Mogomog the 12th. And today, it's time, I believe we're going to be heading to Limsa. Right now, we're over in Mordona, and our current quest is to go to the Rising Stones. I saw this really good view before we started, so I wanted to go ahead and make sure we started off right here because it's really pretty. But yeah, I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. I'm having a pretty good day so far. It's still kind of early, so sorry if I sound a little blah, like sleepy voice, I guess. I have some water. And I have some Monster Zero Ultra. There we go. Alright, much better. So let's go ahead and make our way in to the Rising Stones. Also, as always, if you enjoy the stream, please consider leaving a like. If you want to be notified about future streams, please consider subscribing. Probably bring our UI back. If you look on the right, I have all these like hard mode dungeon quest and Ultima's Bane. Probably gonna be a while before I get into that stuff. Not because I don't want to, just because I tend to play when everyone is asleep. Let's go ahead right in. Go blah. I know what I'm trying to say. Still kind of sleeping. Tory Boulder. The horror. Yida, did you just beat this dude up? I love the smell of victory in the morning. It smells like sweat. No, Muntai sauce. No, victory. Yeah, victory. Muntui sauce? Is she trying... Very interesting. Got Alpha now. Nary a single presumptuous merchant has darkened our door. So it seems like everyone's happy with our new spot. Let me use that. There we go. Still waters. Truly, there is no rest for the weary. Scarce I had begun to make myself at home when I received a request for assistance from Amagina & Sons Mineral Concern. It would appear their storehouse in Horizon has been the target of a series of covert robberies. Minor as they seem in isolation, occasional discrepancies in the manifest were long dismissed as clerical errors. It was only during the concern's annual audit that a pattern became apparent. Significant quantities of crystals, and only crystals, were missing. I need hardly tell you what that may imply. Who's trying to summon? The brass blades charged with investigating the thefts believe that someone within the concern is selling the crystals for profit. Alas, they have as yet been unable to identify a likely suspect. And the concern's proprietors have grown frustrated by their lack of progress. Needless to say, I would not have agreed to intervene had the stolen goods been of merely monetary value. If there is even a possibility that the thief acts not out of self-interest, but in service to a primal, we can ill afford to wait for the blades to realize their mistake. Pray depart for Horizon at your earliest convenience. Rendezvous with Y'shtola when you arrive. She and Thancred have already begun a preliminary investigation. I have every confidence that the three of you will get to the bottom of these thefts. I only hope our fears prove unfounded when you do. Quest accepted. Drink water now. Oh no. We lost one of our free company buffs. So let's go to Horizon. And see what's going on here. Where is... There's Y'shtola. With Giselbertus. Arening, your assistance is most welcome. I have already spoken at length with the brass blades of the Rose, albeit to little avail. It would seem that the thieves took great pain to conceal their activities. I could go into further detail, but your time might be better spent in conversation with Lufulupa. He is the officer charged with leading the investigation, and I would only be repeating that which he has related to me. If aught had eluded my attention, mayhap it will not elude yours. Alright. Fufulupa. Oh, hello there. Renee, wasn't it? Y'shtola is said to expect you. Terrible business, these thefts. We've yet to confirm the quantity of crystals stolen, but I dare say it may be greater than... but never mind that. I have news to share. A short while ago, the driver of a heavily laden carriage refused to halt for inspection and broke through one of our checkpoints at the Royal Allegan Sunway. The cart bolted off towards Eastern Thanalan, where, thanks to the gods, I hear our colleagues were able to apprehend them without further incident. A speeding carriage? That would seem a curious choice for thieves of such proven cunning, yet the Amalja do have a foothold in Eastern Thanalan. And what of their cargo? Did they carry the crystals we seek? We should be receiving a report any moment now, but I fail to see what else it could... Did you miss me, friends? I'm back, but I fear I come bearing disappointing news, or on second thought, perhaps it's good news after all. Thancred, where have you been off to? I figured you had everything under control here, so I took a brief excursion to check up on our Amalja friends. And when you believe it, I happened upon a runaway carriage on the wing, and even was able to do my small part to help my friends in the Brass Blades intercept it. In all my years, I have never seen such a prodigious quantity of somnus. The Blades were calling it one of the greatest hauls they've ever seen. The stolen crystals, on the other hand, were nowhere to be found. Is that so? Alas, I suppose we have no choice but to resume our search elsewhere. We should reassess our options as well. Come with us, Renee. Against all expectation, it would seem that the Amalja are innocent of this particular spate of crimes. By all indications, they've yet to replenish the stores of crystals exhausted during their last attempt to summon Ifrit. What I can't fathom is why anyone else would go to such lengths to attain crystals, and in such quantities. It cannot be that we are dealing with simple thieves. If their motive were profit, they would limit their trade to crystals. Why would they limit their trade to crystals alone? Plainly, we're missing something. While you think about what it might be, I shall inform Oriange of our progress, or lack thereof.
Now then.
It's voiced. Drink water, y'all.
Tis I. The situation may be more complicated than we anticipated.
Indeed, I shall remain watchful. Ere thou goest, another matter requireth thine attention. A young maiden, full eager to... Wherefore inquirest thou of her fairness? Oh, very well. Be she damsel or devil, I shall direct her steps to Revenant's Toll.
They can just ask, like, Oriange start talking about a maiden, and Thancred's like, is she hot? No.
Save thine insinuations for one given to such impropriety. Thou shalt not find me amenable.
Huh?
Far across the sea from the land of Domar have we traveled. We seek audience with the ruler of these lands. Who here speaks for you?
Doma? Some fitting earrings. Now I'll take... Why is the money such trash? I really don't need earrings, though. Any bright ideas? A solitary flash of insight? No? Well then, for want of a better suggestion, I say we try picking up Poofaloopa's brain again. Picking at? Who knows, if we work together, we may yet find something of use nestled away within it. Oh, but it's good to see you return. I have given some thought to the matter, and I have just hit upon a most disturbing possibility. How could I have been so blind? Calm yourself, Poofaloopa. What is this disturbing possibility of which you speak? I was contemplating as to how the thieves' activities escaped our notice for so long, and then it came to me. What if there is someone in our own ranks conspiring with them? A traitor in our own midst? It would be most unfortunate if your fears proved well-founded, Poofaloopa. Indeed, if for reasons for security, the concern decided to transfer the remaining crystals stored in Horizon to another location, their plans would be discovered the moment the brass blades were informed. But such a shipment would surely be well guarded. Would thieves as wily as ours risk open confrontation? Mayhap not, but neither would the concern be eager to present them with such an obvious target. Nay, they may instead elect to carry out the transfer in secret, and entrust the goods to let us say, a lone Mikate miner traveling without escort so as not to attract undue attention. But who... I see, yes, the concern may well elect to do that, but to travel with so much cargo would be a strenuous task indeed, and this miner would certainly need to rest on the way, mayhap north of the bridge to Hammerling. Fine spot to rest, would you not agree, Renee? You lie in wait to the north, and I shall do the same to the south. Forgive me, my friends, but I have received new orders. I must inform my men at once. Call me a cynic, but I would be surprised if these thieves lay down their arms and surrender, so that you come prepared to offer them some encouragement. I got my Titan Fist. I'm ready to punch them at rocks. My ronk fist. I need to beat up these Peist. No guards? No Ravengers, you say? Oh, there's more. I did not mean to hit the Peist. Not the Peist, the mid-swarm, but what happens. Oh, is just Stola disguised as a miner? I forgot about this. And she's wearing the like level 50 mining gear. And it's died. Good job, Stola. Stubborn to the last, as expected. You're unharmed? A gang of sea wolf thieves, and in Thanaland no less. I suppose there's a first time for everything. Sea wolves, all of them? Aye, with all the same taste in facial tattoos. Blue, in case you were wondering. Our thieves are a long way from home. Tancred, would be so good as to attend the outstanding matters in Horizon. I have inquiries to make. To Horizon, then. Fufalupa will want to hear about your meeting with the thieves. What's your Stola gonna go, dear? Yeah, see? I got my Ronk Fest. On behalf of the Brass Blades of the Rose, I thank you for your service to Horizon. But we have not been idle. While you were afield, we succeeded in identifying the traitor within our ranks. Is that so? Then by your leave, I should very much like to have a word with this fellow in private. No. I'm afraid that will not be possible. Regrettably, he, managed to subdue the unit of blades dispatched to detain him, and made good his escape. Oh, for the love of... And how did he manage that exactly? Your men haven't been sampling the somnus we've confiscated, have they? Or was he a giant in disguise? No, but he was quite strong. A sea wolf Lamentium born and raised, I believe. But do not worry, we will find him. You have my word on that. I sing. Pray keep me apprised of any developments. Yes, she's standing next to me. Understood. I fear our time together is at an end, my friend. Your services are required elsewhere. Awfully disappointing, I know, but one must follow where duty leads. You might try to look a little disappointed, or do you mean to give me another one of your stoic nods? You do, don't you? Stoic nod, baby. Even the NPCs are making fun of us. The antecedent bid me tell you to make for Vesper Bay, where young Alphino awaits your coming most eagerly. It was he who requested your assistance. Some commotion or incident, I'm not privy to the details. While you do whatever it is that Alphino has planned for you, I shall endeavor to track down our traitorous brass blade, and when I do, you may rest assured that we'll have your answers. Our answers. This. There we go. Drink water, y'all. No. There's Alpha now. There's our very interesting little boat. You are late. No matter. I know where our visitors are heading. From what I've been able to gather, this vessel belongs to a band of Domans who seek an audience with the Sultana. You are familiar with Doma, yes? In Othar? Well, like the rest of the nations of the Eastern continent, it is ruled by the Garlean Empire. Given our visitors' unannounced arrival, as well as the state of their ship, I suspect they did not leave their homeland under the best circumstances. Needless to say, I should be very interested in hearing their tale and, more importantly, what they know of the current state of affairs in the Empire. Such information could prove most useful. We would be fools not to pursue this opportunity. Do you not think? Come with me to Uldarening. Unless I'm mistaken, and I am rarely mistaken, we will find the Domans bickering with the Sultan Sworn on the Royal Promenade. You're uncertain of your role in the proceedings? Insurance. If our guests are not themselves Imperial agents, it seems fair to assume that they may be being pursued by some. And if not, who better than you to have on hand in the event of an unforeseen diplomatic incident? Besides, I do so enjoy your sparkling repartee. Satisfied? Good. I shall see you in Ulda. Right, let's go to Ulda. Yep, Royal Promenade. Which would be the Chamber of Rule. I don't know why I was having trouble remembering which teleport to take there. Matters not how many times you ask. Without the necessary permissions, none shall pass. Pray understand, good sir. We've not the leisure to lodge a formal petition. Time is of the essence. All I ask is that you summon your superior, allow me to plead my case. Surely you can grant us that small kindness. Away with you, and darken these doors no longer. I will not ask again. You know not what you do. I gather your pleas fell upon deaf ears. A loyal man with a cold heart, I know his kind well. I hope that you will find me more to your liking. Alphino Levier, at your service, a friend. Which I believe makes me very nearly unique in this part of the world, at least. You indeed are your allies and will die, yet you will need some if you wish to endear yourselves to the wealthy and powerful. Pray join me and my associate at the quicksand. There you may explain your situation to us, and we shall see if there is aught we can do to help. Let's go to the pub and have a chat over a pint. Is pretty much what Alphino said there. Okay, so let's go to the Adventurers Guild. And we can sit down here. I want to stand on the chair. A lot of adventurers here today.
We have traveled some several thousand miles across the sea from the nation of Doma, in hopes that we might find sanctuary in these lands.
Sanctuary, Lady Yugiri?
Sanctuary, Lady Yugiri. Alphina, why do you always look and sound like a villain sometimes?
Lying within Othard, Doma was under the dominion of the Garlean Empire, as I'm sure you are aware. When the War of Succession broke out in Garlemald, we espied an opportunity to free ourselves from the yoke of imperial oppression and took up arms. Only to be crushed. And so I gathered what few Domans escaped the reckoning and guided them hither to your shores.
A war of succession? Then the Emperor... Forgive me. You said that Doma was under Imperial rule, did you not?
Doma is gone. Razed to the ground as an example to the other provinces.
12 have mercy. And your people?
On a ship anchored in Vesper Bay, flying borrowed colors. Many were complicit in the rebellion, or akin to those who were. They will not come ashore until I send word that it is safe to do so. I sought an audience with your rulers, but was summarily refused.
The lords of Ul'dah are not wont to entertain foreign refugees without suitable encouragement.
Mayhap I was foolish to expect otherwise, but our supplies run low and we have young ones in urgent need of care. I have seen the tents outside the gates, however. We are not the first to seek asylum, nor will we be the last.
Be that as it may, Ul'dah is no friend to Garlemald. Your tale would stir the hearts of many men and women here. The Sultana and the Syndicate will not be so easily swayed, but I shall see that you are granted an opportunity to plead your case.
This is within your power?
Well, far be it from me to boast, but I do have the ear of certain influential individuals.
I am in your debt.
Lady Yugiri, forgive me for observing, but your choice of attire seems like to evoke feelings of mistrust.
Men are wont to fear the unfamiliar. We know this from experience. We seek only to spare the people of Ul'dah unnecessary disquiet.
I shall defer to your experience, then.
I thank you for your understanding.
Very interesting. When Yugiri first showed up, we were all trying really hard to figure out what she was. There was a long time where we thought that it was like a rat race.
It seems I have urgent business with the Flame General. I leave our guests in your capable hands.
Yugiri, Kikyo, and Kasasagi. By me, madam, as I said earlier, we have been at sea for some several moons, and our supplies are all but spent. I have not the heart to repeat the tales of our tribulations, nor would it please you to listen to them, I think. Suffice it to say, however, sacrifices have been made. Though it shames me to beg for more when you have already offered so much, desperation compels me. Good madam, if you and your associates could spare any provisions, anything at all, it would go a long way to lessen the suffering of my people. I mean, I would love to help. Got some gil. Hells, why didn't you say so sooner, Renee? Of course I'll help. You couldn't have picked a better day to tell the truth. The wealthy merchant and his entourage were due to have a banquet here on the morrow's scene, but just sent word they can't come, meaning I've got a boatload of foodstuff and no one to feed. Best of all, they paid for the lot in advance. Go on and call Fridur and Catherine the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Tell them I said to ship the little prince's order to the Waking Sands. Oh, and if they argue, just show them those letters. That should set them straight. I mean, that's going to be a good bit of food. Let's go to the Avenue Exchange, or Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Get the full name there. You don't belong here. Right, pot watch. Why, that's a rather odd request. Mayhap you've misheard our instructions. Here's Momodi's letter. Oh, you know you shouldn't encourage them like this. They'll start to expect it. What? You are quite rude. She's in the business of feeding refugees now. I ain't normally one to question Mistress Momodi's judgment, but that doesn't seem wise to me. I'll not speak for the children, but if you ask me, any man that can't earn a crust deserves to go hungry. You are freaking... Oh my god. People in Wilda make me angry sometimes. Alright, now we can go tell Momodi. Bread and jams, that's a good name. They didn't give you any trouble, did they? Good. Now go and tell Lady Yugiri it's all in hand. Interesting that we have people hanging out here. I dared not hope for such magnanimity, much less expect it. Mistress Momodi is generous indeed. I shall be sure to thank her most humbly. Lady Yugiri, I briefed the Flame General on your situation. I think you'll be pleased with his reply. We have been granted an audience. Before the Sultanate and the Syndicate both, we should return to the Royal Promenade at once. You have done much for us, Master Alphino. I swear we shall return the favor. Naught is owed, Lady Yugiri, for naught has been given. This small favor you fairly won with your words, and it is the words that you must win the favor of the Syndicate. Then I shall choose them with care. You'll be accompanying us, yes? Good. Your presence may serve to remind the Syndicate the true meaning of philanthropy, and that nothing so unpalatable will be required of them. Nothing so unpalatable will be required of them, assuming the Domans are willing to earn their keep. Come, the Flame General awaits us on the Royal Promenade. Very interesting. Let's make our way to Royal Promenade. Which means we're going to be teleporting here to the Chamber of Rule. Look, it's Ralban and Teleji out of Leggy. It's like an ultra capitalist. A pleasure, Lieutenant Lacrosse. The others are already inside. Let's not keep them waiting. I like that he called me Lieutenant Lacrosse.
I, Yugiri of Domar, am honored to meet you at last, Your Grace. To mark this auspicious occasion, I should like to present to you the finest treasures our humble nation has to offer. Alas, the circumstances which have brought me here today have divested me of both time and dignity. I come before you as a pauper in direst need of aid, to request that you grant my people asylum.
I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, welcome you to our city. Be at ease, Lady Yugiri. Although I myself have heard the tale of your misfortune, I would ask that you recount it once more for the benefit of the others here present.
As you wish, Your Grace. For many years, my nation, Domar, suffered under the yoke of imperial rule, and my people yearned to be free. Thus, when a war of succession broke out in Garlemald, we sought to take advantage of the chaos and reclaim our liberty. Alas, our enemy proved less preoccupied than we had hoped, and our rebellion was put down in the most brutal fashion.
Those who survived, how many do they number?
More than 200 souls huddle within the cramped confines of our own galleon's hold. Yet this figure accounts for but one of a number of ships which escaped the purge. It is my hope that you will allow us all to dwell within your walls. Should that prove unfeasible, however, I humbly ask that you accept as many of my people as your resources allow. Pray understand, we do not beg a boon, but propose instead an arrangement. We would serve as soldiers or tradesmen until our debt is repaid.
What are the Syndicate's opinions on this matter?
I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Lady Yugiri and her people strike me as an industrious lot, and there are parts of the city which have yet to be fully restored. If they are willing to work, I see no reason not to let them.
Teleji be like, give me free labor.
The head of the Mirage Trust is not known for his generosity. He sees profit in this.
I agree. That said, these are foreign refugees. To admit them would require a formal resolution. Shall we call a vote?
The law is the law.
Lord Lolorito?
Lolorito?
Tell me, are you blind or willfully ignorant? Even now, our streets are choked with the displaced victims of the Calamity and Alamigan refugees. They live hand to mouth, subsisting on aid provided by the immortal flames, the cost of which grows ever higher. The wealth of Ul'dah is not without limits, my friends. And need I remind you that these refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity? You have all read the reports, I think.
Oh, Screw you, Lolorito.
Without homes or employment, it is only a matter of time before men grow desperate and take that which they imagine has been unjustly denied them. Yet, knowing this, you would have us swell their ranks. Mayhap you think the brass blades and the flames are not hard-pressed enough?
Some say the chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company passes Gil thrice daily. This may explain how he came to be the wealthiest man in Uldar. Or it may simply be that he's ruthless beyond reckoning.
Surely the Sultanate can support the few hundred domins Lady Yugiri represents. That our resources have been taxed, I do not deny. But we are hardly in danger of financial collapse. I move that an exception be made.
An exception, Your Grace? I am suddenly reminded of a similar debate some years ago regarding a number of Alamigan refugees, if memory serves.
Oh no.
What were your words that day? Yes. The law is the law. And so our visitors remained in Little Alamigo. Mayhap our wise and benevolent Sultana would be so good as to enlighten us as to which other of our laws should not be upheld.
Mind your tongue, Lolorito.
My lord, I share your concern for the welfare of our great nation, but we must endeavor to take a longer view. You know as well as I that people can be a resource still more precious than gil.
Precious or not, they were never yet so reliable. And unlike those who frequent your establishment, I have no desire to gamble with my future. Uldar's greatest asset is, and has ever been, her material wealth. We risk this at our peril.
No, Ulda's greatest asset is her people. Look at these ultra-capitalists, like, going at it.
One need only look to Teleji Adeleji's example for evidence of the danger in allowing sentiment to dictate policy. How far the vaunted Mirage have fallen, both in repute and profitability, since he began employing refugees.
How I choose to conduct my affairs is not your concern, my lord.
A proposal has been tabled. Given its urgency, I move we forego further debate and call a vote. To accept the Doman refugees or not. Those in favor, I bid you remain. Those opposed, I bid you leave.
Oh no.
Would that it were within my power to welcome you and your people, Lady Yugiri. As you have observed, however, my authority in such matters is regrettably limited. Without the consent of the Syndicate, I cannot act.
I understand, Your Grace. And I appreciate all that you have done on our behalf.
Why don't we just go to Mordona?
Nerve of the man! If that bastard had not forsaken the eastern trade route, Little Alamigo would now be thriving. Oh, that you should have traveled so far under such dire circumstances, only to be refused in this manner is utterly unconscionable. Pray, accept my sincerest apologies.
Now that the Empire no longer poses an immediate threat, they see little reason to maintain the pretense of unity. The Monitorists have grown especially defiant of late. Lord Lolorito most of all.
The Monetarist. The ultra-capitalist.
This is neither the time nor place for that discussion.
Oh, we get dye. Let's take the milk card because you can't buy that one. Rings of bending. I don't know if I still need rings. Rings of slang. That's not gonna help me. Item comparison. What kind of rings? I'm wearing bending rings right now. I don't think I need to buy any more rings because I've been able to get a couple of the lore rings. As you observe, Lolorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is he like to change it. Oft have I wondered how a man so skilled at weighing the worth of things should also be so incapable of seeing the value in people. Bah, I will waste no more words on him, not when the Domans are yet in need of aid. Everyone, follow me to the Hall of Flames. Alright, to the Hall of Flames. Do I have anything to sell there? I have some stuff I could sell at the Hall of Flames. Let's go to the Aetheryte Plaza. Turn up here. There's Ralbon. Go ahead and sell some stuff. What can we sell? We can sell all this green stuff. You're about to get flooded with that. Quest complete noises. Oh. Oh wow, I hit cap. That's rare. Let's see, what can we buy? Let's buy some venture tokens. Let's buy probably not 200 of them. Let's buy like 100 of them though. No, let's get 50. That should hold me over for a while. And time to sell some stuff. I was farming Chocobo Racing, and apparently, no, Chocobo Racing wouldn't given me seals. Where did I get all these seals? I guess it's just this stuff's worth good seals. I was doing some whatchamacallit. What was this? 80? I don't need this stuff anymore. What was I doing? I know I did roulettes, but I was also farming through some of the hard mode dungeons to clear my quest log. So that's how I ended up with so many seals. Still have 45,000. I'll have to be careful not to overcap. And you know what? Let me go ahead and we're going to take our hour mark break a little bit early. So I'm going to go ahead and step away for a few minutes, get some more water and stretch, and I'll be back shortly. Be a good time for y'all to get up and stretch and get some water too. And I'm back. Drink water now. Alright, let's see what Raubon has to say. The Syndicate has spoken, and I see no point in moving that the matter be reconsidered. The monitors have made their position clear. Agreed. Ul'dah is not an option. Nor is Limsa or Godani, I judge, given the state of their internal affairs. Which leaves our Doman friends confined to a ship. Gods, the thought of them all huddled in an airless hold with no hope of better treatment. Would that I had more time to find an alternative, a place not bound by the concerns of the great nations. Alphino, it's more Dona. Duh. Minfilia, that is precisely what I wish to discuss. I understand the Syndicate's decision, I do. We all wish to preserve that which is ours, especially when we believe it to be under siege. Yet I cannot meekly accept this judgment, not while my people suffer. Would it be out of the question for the Sultanate to accept us for a limited time, a week, mayhaps, or even just a few days? Excellent. I shall keep you informed. Lady Yugiri, I have a proposal if you would hear it. Out with it, Master Alphino. The headquarters of my order, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, stand in a place called Revenant's Toll, an outpost in Mordona. Like most outposts, it is frequented by mercenaries and other means of action, and lacks the comforts of a more well-established settlement. However, the leaders of Revenant's Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have need for able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands, hard labor, lest you doubt, but not save food and shelter by way of reward. Terms not unlike those which you yourself propose, Lady Yugiri. Though I will not hear a word said against our beloved Ul'dah, Revenant's Toll would offer certain advantages, the absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious. If they can accommodate us, we shall gladly accept. Master Alphino, once again I find myself in your debt. Pray do not thank me, my lady. The life your people go to is one of hard labor and few comforts, as I told you, and before that there remains the matter of how they may safely be borne to Revenant's Toll, which will be no small feat, considering the distance and their present condition. Drink water, y'all. Mayhap the Ul'dah Adventurers Guild can be of assistance. Look for me there anon. Lady Yugiri, if you and your people would accompany me, we may discuss what aid the Immortal Flames can provide. Alright, now we need to go to the Adventurers Guild. I want to start the Hildebrand questline so bad, but I feel like I'd rather do it, like, together. You know what I mean? Means I have a long way to go before I can start that questline. We are concerned that the Doman refugees may find the journey to Revenant's Toll too much to bear. Too long have they been sequestered aboard their ship with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. With that in mind, Mistress Momodi has kindly offered to accommodate the Domans until such a time as they are ready to set out for Mordona. Those healthy enough to travel will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave at once will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. I love Momodi. What news? Transportation remains our greatest obstacle, General. Is there aught the Immortal Flames can do? I fear that exceeds our mandate. Were it a smaller number, mayhap it would go unnoticed, but the Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 domans to Mordona. When government fails to act, the responsibility falls to us private citizens. I will engage the services of the 77 caravans of the Doman's behalf. Very well. We should begin contract negotiations at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord. After all that has befallen these good people, it's the least I can do. Pelagie, you are being really selfless right now. Come with me, you shall ever have a friend in Ul'dah, Lady Yukiri. And you and Revenant's toll, my lord. Well, it sounds like we all have work to do. Lady Yukiri, let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangement, shall we? I would entrust you the task of escorting our Doman friends to you, after you've rested your own road-weary legs, of course. What say you? Quest complete. Yugiri's game. As we speak, the Domans prepare for departure at Vesper Bay, wherefrom they will be transported by carriage to Ul'dah. That said, this has all been decided rather suddenly, and it would not surprise me if the refugees require some assistance in coordinating their preparations. Renee, I'd have you return to Vesper Bay and facilitate the process through tasks great and small. In short, whatever must needs be done, do it. Speak with a man named Hosen when you arrive. As Lady Yugiri tells it, he has been designated the leader of the first group. Alright, time to go to Vesper Bay. We're moving through this pretty quick. Drink water, y'all. I mean, how many domans can I transport in my whale? Greetings. Alphino informed me that a scion would be arriving to help with preparations. I'm honored to meet you, though shamed as well. A great warrior should not be tasked with such trivialities. Ah, no, it's fine. I knew from a glance what manner of woman you were. I too have some skill at arms, as do many of our people. Pray forgive this trifle, but might I trouble you to help round up the children that have been given into my care? They are most adept at staying hidden from my sight, but perhaps your keen eyes will succeed where I have failed. You have my thanks, friend. Pray seek out my son Yozen. He could tell you more. Time to find the kiddos. Oh, hello there. I am Yozen, son of Hosen. Will you be coming with us to Ul'dah? I hear we're traveling by a horse-bird-drawn carriage, but don't you think they're queer? Giant birds that people ride like horses? I still want to try riding one, but what's that? You're looking for the others? Don't worry, I already told them to get ready for the carriages. I'll need your help though. We were just finishing a game of hide and seek. 3 players are still hiding, and since Lady Yugiri told us to take it really seriously, they won't move until they are found. But Vesper Bay isn't that big, so I bet you'll find them in no time. Now to remember where all these kids are hiding. I mean, it'll be a lot easier now since we can just fly. There should be one hiding behind the building. Yep, there we go. Hey, you're not Yozen. Who are you? I'm Koharu. Renee Lacrosse, eh? I don't know. I didn't know anyone else was. Wait a minute. You're one of those, stallions, aren't you? Stallions? No, scions. Then you must know Lady Yugiri, right? Isn't she great? She's really good at hide and seek, too. Alright, it's almost time to go. Nice meeting you, Renee. Okay, that's one child. Someone hiding behind this cart. Yeah. Huh? Are you playing? Aw, no fair. Yuzen didn't say anything about adults. Huh? We get to ride a horsebird carriage? I don't know, it sounds scary. But if Yuzen says it's safe, I'll go. And the last one, I want to say, is up here. How did you find me? Bah, guess I need to practice more. Or maybe you're just good at this. I mean, the Garleans didn't find me. Wonderful. All the children are accounted. Hide and seek? Ah, I see that you are curious. It's quite simple, really. Lady Yugiri thought it was best the children know what to do in case the Garleans found us. I should hope that those days are behind us, but I nevertheless take comfort in knowing that we are prepared. The first caravan is due to depart shortly, followed by the rest at regular intervals. My family and I, including my stubborn old father Home, will be traveling in the lead carriage together with young Koharu, whom I believe you've already met. Though I understand the road to Ul'dah is regularly patrolled by your brass blades, it would give us great comfort if you would agree to accompany us on the journey. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When you're ready to leave, please inform our coachman. Want to see what all the kids have to say? Grandfather is so lucky. These horsebirds smell terrible. It's just so fluffy. Eager to be off, are you? Aye, well, I was meaning to have a word with you about that. Runner from the Blades say we might have a problem. A fierce-looking beastie's been sighted south of the bridge to Hammerling. Might be as someone's eyes are playing trick of him, of course, but I don't pay to gamble in this business. Now, I know you can handle yourself in a fight, but this lot's another story. So I was thinking you might go on ahead and have a quick look around. Make sure the area is safe, like. And if you come across anything dangerous, you know what to do. When you're satisfied the way is clear, meet us outside of Horizon. The Blades tell me the road there is safe, but I reckon we can make it that far on our own. Assuming the same bastards don't try to rob us, that is. Alright, let's go to Hammerling, which is much easier to get to now that we can fly. Just fly around Horizon. So let's see. What's the big old baddie that's hiding over here for us to fight? Feeling I'm a wondering eye. What's this doing here? It's definitely a weird enemy to just be roaming around. Right, that's taken care of. Now let's go to Horizon. Drink water, yeah. Oh, I flew right over them. They have wings, so does that mean they can fly? Does that mean we can fly if we ride one? I mean, I can fly. I don't know if these ones can fly. Which do you think would win in a race? A horse or a horse bird? So there was a beastie. Was being the operative word, eh? Ha ha. Well fought, madam. Well fought. If only I was in better health. I should have been proud to stand at your side. Pay my son no mind. He forgets that his responsibilities preclude acts of daring do. Be that as it may, I cannot help but envy you. Had we been able to call upon heroes of your strength and skill in Doma, things would have been very different. Sigh, but we cannot change the past. Those who fought and fell are forever lost to us. Lost but not forgotten. Lady Ugiri's kinsmen least of all. They fought fiercest, though they knew full well it was in vain. She had every right to walk away, yet she chose to stay. Food, shelter, the promise of a better life, all this and more we owe to her. How does one even begin to repay such a debt? In kind, Father. To she who has given everything, we shall give her all. Whatever work there is to be done, we shall do without question. Ditch digging, bricklaying, it matters not. Revenant's toll will grow and prosper by our hands. Hey, Mr. Nang, Koharu and I want to know why you became an adventurer. To go wither the wild rose blooms. I mean, I originally picked to gain power. So you like roses? I think I understand. I mean, they're nice and everything, but don't they grow in lots of places? It's my turn now. Excuse me, Mr. Nang. I've got a question. What's Revenant's Toll like? Is it pretty? It's a bustling outpost frequented by countless adventurers. The bastion of civilization in a harsh and unforgiving wildness. It's the home of the Scions. It's a stone's throw from an imperial castrum. I will say it's a bustling outpost. You mean there are a lot of people there who are just as strong as you? Oh, I can't wait. Enough. Koharu, it's my turn again. Mr. Nang, when I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do? Seek out new experiences and adventures, fight ferocious beasts, train every day, buy weapons and armor from Ruin. This line feels so much more relevant, like when when this would have come out. I'm gonna say seek out new experiences and adventures. Of course, to be a better adventurer, you need to go adventuring. Alright, that's enough questions for Mr. Ning. That's not fair. Why does Yosen get to have 2 questions? I want to know about adventuring just as much as he does. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you are one day? Yeah, totally. Really? Then I will. Thanks for the advice, Mr. Ning. I won't forget it. I'm going to be an adventurer too. When we get to Revenant's Toll, let's make an adventurers guild for Domans. We'll protect our friends and punish the wicked, just like Mr. Nang and Lady Ugiri. Yeah. This is cute. This is really cute. We can talk more about it in the carriage on the way. Will you be joining us? Yeah. Chocobos. Meow. Drink water, meow. Mm-hmm. That was really cute. Mm-hmm. We definitely did not make it all the way. I mean, we're stopping in Wilda. Mm-hmm. I bet they can keep an entire legion with keep out an entire legion with those walls. Mm-hmm. How many steps are there? 100? I'm gonna count. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of that. I should say right here the 80 sins. I'm assuming it's 80 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20. I'm assuming this is 20, and that's 20, and that's 20. Yeah, it's 80. No. I think the 8th right here is the fastest one. Huh? That's really silly. No. Alright, and now we can go into the quicksand. RNA, I take it the first group has arrived. Excellent. Is there aught else? No, I have matters well in hand here. You and Lady Yugiri should travel to Revenant's Toll forthwith. It is past time Lady Yugiri met with the guild representatives in Revenant's Toll. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here in Thaneland, which might require your personal attention, I would instead have you serve as an escort to the Doman delegation for the duration of the journey. Speak first with Slaftborn upon your arrival. He is the one with whom the Domans will be working most closely, I should think. Afterwards, introduce Lady Yugiri to Minfilia and the guild emissary. If both meetings go well, the resulting tie should stand the Domans in good stead for for that which is to come. Safe travels, Renee. Alright, let's go to Revenant's Toll. By the way, I should check. I probably should have checked before I teleport in. But how is my adventure squadron going? 2 hours and 6 minutes. Good stuff. Slaftborn. This must be the esteemed Lady Yugiri and her associates. I greet you all as friends and bid you welcome to the Toll. I hope you do not find our dearth of fineries off-putting. Poor though we may seem, we have a wealth of spirit and camaraderie to spare. You see, race and creed don't enter into it here. We welcome all sorts, providing they're willing to earn their keep, of course. We are no strangers to hard work, Master Slaftborn. You may rest assured that we will carry out your orders with due diligence. Oh, not for a moment did I doubt your commitment, my lady. Pray understand, I give the same speech to all new arrivals, and you needn't bow your head or call me master either. We're both frontier hands as far as I'm concerned. As you wish, Slaftborn. May this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. Our guests have yet to meet with the antecedent. 7 hells, Renee. Why are you wasting your time with me? See them to the rising stones. Lots of adventures hanging out in here. Papalimo. Got Tataru. Got Hoary Boulder. This little thing is nothing compared to what what the Domans have endured. So many youths these days fail to understand that it is incumbent on everyone to help those in need. That's why it's so wonderful when young men like Hoary Boulder rise to the occasion. I see. Ida, why do you look so down? Did they really sail that half-rotted ship all the way from Othard? Isn't that dangerous? What if it had sprung a leak? I mean, they did what they had to. I wonder what herbs and spices they use in Doma. Maybe there's something I can add to my special tonic. I remember when we first saw Yugiri and the theories on the new race. I mentioned that earlier. Like, I thought she was going to be like, I thought it was going to be a rat race because of her tail. And then her hood makes it look like she has long ears. Drink water, Nya. To spend moons at sea, to travel such a distance, I cannot fathom how the Doman survived. Oh wait, we needed to speak to Yugiri. I left her outside, oh no. To whom much is given, much is expected. Forgive me, I require a moment to compose my thoughts before meeting with your leader. We shall join you at the Rising Stones anon. Now I go, Minfilia. So are we going to get a voiced cutscene? Seems not. 'Tis no use. Our attempts to reach the students of Aldeskian continue to meet with failure. Oriange has explored other avenues of inquiring, but those two have yielded not. We will persevere, of course, yet within our hearts the truth is clear. We are but awaiting confirmation of that which we already know. How fare the Domans? I'm given to understand you were quite busy. You were kept quite busy in Vesperbang. Mayhap you question the wisdom of aiding refugees when the primal threat remains unresolved. I should not blame you if you did, nor would I deny that this matter falls outside our normal purview. Be that as it may, I could not ignore the plight of these refugees, not when it was within our power to help them. What do you mean? Of course I want to help them. Lady Yugiri is here? Please show her in. I should very much like to meet her. We have no objections. Pray do so with our blessing. Your answer pleases me beyond words, my lady, but are you quite certain? I have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons. In the event that Revenant's Toll could not accommodate us all, we would need to find an alternative solution. Should that come to pass, we'll find it together. As ever, it has been a pleasure, Antecedent. Alas, we must take our leave, as the first carriages are due to arrive at any moment. Should you require aught else, pray speak to Slathborn. Lady Ugearing, your name? Meow. Lamine and I will make all necessary preparations to ensure that our Doman friends feel at home upon their arrival, though I must admit I am still troubled about the matter of the missing crystals. Y'shtola should be returning anon with a report from a field. Mayhap you could wait here and speak with her upon her arrival. Thancred, Papalimo, Ida, Tataru. And there's Y'shtola.
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slippery?
Voice acting.
Aye. Our suspicions were well founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the culprits.
The plot thickens.
Plot thickens.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
It has been blessedly quiet, which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning Ifrit with such crystals as they have hoarded. Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Then we have our explanation.
Your explanation for what, pray tell?
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late. Oh gods, they mean to summon Leviathan?
That is the way of it, I fear.
Leviathan?
Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers. With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But there is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
The gift and knowledge of eternity.
Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective. And there is the explanation.
Soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging waves to wash away the finless ones. And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
With the emissary stand equal.
Whence comes this promise of immortality? The emissary? We have outstayed our welcome.
The gift and knowledge.
It's gotta be Elidibus.
Are the two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not? Even before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind this. But surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa. I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes. The true nature of the echo.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
I take it something ill is afoot.
Aye, a Primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
Primal?
What would you, Gary, call the primals?
A godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
Oh, here we go.
It would be most welcome. When contending with a Primal, one can never have too many able allies.
Oh, that's true. It's around this part we got ninjas. Well, rogue, right?
If you crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
Yeah, this should be about when we were able to unlock, or when Rogue came out. Makes me want to level my Rogue now. Well, that was my Rogue. Level 17. I'd have to do a lot to level my Rogue. Plainly, should the worst come to pass and Leviathan is summoned, our only recourse will be to face him in battle. Given past experience, you may very well think that eventuality inevitable, yet so long as there is even a chance that the Primal's return might be prevented, we must needs spend all our efforts toward achieving that goal. Before we do aught else, let us hasten to Limsa Lominsa and meet with the Admiral. She will not have been idle in the intervening time, and will doubtless have valuable information to share. To Limsa. Drink water, Neil. Here we go, water. Alright. Let's go up here and take the left. Oh, there's a new quest here that I gain access to. Dancer. Not Sage, but we have the ability to unlock Dancer now. And Blue Mage. You are expected. Pray take this lift to the command room. Welcome, friends. I take it Y'shtola has apprised you of the situation. Let us waste no time then. According to our best intelligence, the Sahuagin had not crystals enough to summon their god. Alas, we did not count on the Serpent Reavers venturing as far as Thanalan to supplement their cache. For our short-sightedness, we are faced with the grim prospect of Leviathan's imminent return. Needless to say, I am not inclined to let the fishbacks have their way. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom stands ready to launch a large-scale operation to thwart the summoning, and we would welcome the Scion's support in this endeavor. But if gods forbid our efforts should come to naught, I will need to trouble you for more than mere support, as much as I did when Titan last walked these lands. Lady Minfilia, I'm given to understand that you mean to accompany our soldiers to the front lines. I can only assume that you have sound reasons for doing so. I do, Admiral, but I'd rather not be drawn on their nature. I will say only that there is something I would see with mine own eyes. Is that so? Well, I am not so stubborn as to deny the wish of one whose aid I require, for precautions must be taken. I shall require that you remain by my side at all times. With that settled, let us speak of the operation. Renee, Maelstrom scouts are currently reconnoitering Sahuagin movements within the Saspa spawning grounds. Upon completing their mission, they will return to the operation staging point at Camp Skull Valley. I want you to make your way there forthwith. You might be apprised of the latest intelligence. Commander Falkbreda has charge of the garrison. Alright. Camp Skull Valley, which is in Hellport. Everyone's here already. Good. I've been expecting you, Scion of the Seventh Dawn. On behalf of the men and women here, I thank you for your cooperation. The safety of our citizens is paramount. With your aid, we will prevent Leviathan's return. As you may already know, Maelstrom scouts have been dispatched to reconnoiter the Saspa spawning grounds. Though it pains me to admit it, the Maelstrom has never faced a foe likes of this before. We must proceed with all due caution. Among other things, they have orders to determine where Leviathan might emerge, assuming that it comes to that. And yet, their return is long overdue. I fear that ill may have befallen them. For better or worse, we must ascertain their fate. If it is not too much to ask, I would have you aid us in the search. 5 scouts ventured into Saspa all told. Here, take this flask of restorative to tend to those who may have been wounded. Though it pains me to even consider the notion, if they have perished, circumstances permitting, I ask that you recover their bodies. By no means venture too deep into enemy territory, however. We can ill afford to lose you at this juncture. Drink water, y'all. Got to, be careful not to lose all my voice to, all the dialogue. I'm glad that there's been a couple of voice sections to help me save my voice. There you are. Help somebody of all the times I forgot the restorative. Here you go, my buddy. Thank you, I owe you my life. Hey, Tyon, how are you doing today? We were ambushed by the Serpent Reavers. Lightly armed as we are, we didn't stand a chance. I was able to flee this far, but the others were captured. They were taken to Serpent's Tongue, I'm certain of it. I can make my own way back to camp, but I fear the worst for my comrades. Save them, I beg you. Alright. Let's go save these soldiers. I wonder now we can just fly around this way, right? Instead of going through the cave. Oh, we can actually land up here? That's surprising. So what happens if we start from the rear? There we go. Oh no, those are corpses. Apparently we did not make it here soon enough. The mutilated corpse of a Maelstrom soldier. They have to say that it was mutilated? But that's only... Or, I mean, was it 3? I thought there was more than 3. Are we missing someone? Yeah. Your return, thank the navigator. When I learned that you went to the Serpent's Tongue by yourself, I feared you would meet an untimely demise. But tell me, what became of the others? Dear gods, these wounds were not intended to kill, but to torture and maim. Does their savagery know no bounds? Enemies or no, they go too far. I dread to think what may have become of the 2 who remained unaccounted for. I pray that they haven't suffered the same evil fate. At the very least, one of my men came back alive, and for that I owe you my thanks. The price we paid was dear, but we have the intelligence we need. Even as we speak, the Admiral finalizes the details of the operation. The war horns will sound any moment now. Be ready to sally forth when they do. Rice damn fishback bastards. I'll kill them slowly, then chase their rotten souls through all 7 hells. Peace, Commander. We're here for a purpose, and vengeance is not it. I want your mind on the task at hand, savvy? My apologies, Admiral. You may count on me to keep a clear head. Good. According to our sole surviving scout, the Sahuagin and their thralls have already begun to amass at the Aetheryte in the depths of Saspa. If we are to act, it must be now. The men are ready. We but await your orders, Admiral. As predicted, the Sahuagin have tightened security in and around the spawning grounds. A frontal assault is likely to be met with fierce resistance. We are not so artless as that, Commander. We shall divide our forces and strike them hard and fast at key locations. Remember, our ultimate objective is to take the Saspa Aetheryte and eliminate the Sahuagin priest presiding over the summoning. We are not here to kill them all. The Maelstrom shall engage and distract the Sahuagin legion of drowned pirates at Serpent's Tongue. Commander, you have charge over this effort. Being mindful of the lay of the land there is devilish for attacking forces. Let the foreign levy spearhead the assault and have the subsequent subsequent units fan out to cover their flanks. At the self-same moment, a diversionary squadron formed of galleons from the Crimson Fleet shall harry the enemy from offshore. And likewise, we Scions shall form smaller units. And likewise, we Scions shall form smaller units in hopes of confusing the Sahuagin defensive effort. Renee and Y'shtola, the two of you are to make your way to the site of the summoning ritual. The Admiral's diversion should serve to thin the enemy's defenses, rendering your path less perilous. A small party, I believe, should be able to win through without drawing unwarranted attention. Thancred and Ygritte, your mission is to lure as many Sahuagin as possible out from the spawning grounds. Having done so, take to your heels and circle around to join the infiltration unit of Y'shtola and Renee. When all has been set in motion, I myself shall cut a path to the Aetheryte, accompanied by Lady Minfilia as we agreed. Well, don't let me keep you, friends. To battle! When last did we fight side by side, Renee? Too long ago, I warrant. But come, let us away. Definitely has been a while since we fought side by side with Y'shtola. I think this is gonna be... I mean, we still have to fight through the checkpoints, I think. Yeah, we do. But we don't have to fight, like, through all of this to get to said checkpoint. No. Reaver hide? We probably go this way. I mean, where's Y'shtola? Thought she was supposed to be here to help me. Right, good, good. Yar, the wave fiend. You're really lucky I don't have access to my post-level 60 actions. One day we'll get into Heaven's Ward. And then be MSQ locked from getting to zones where our quest needs us to go. I need to beat up these shelf spines, apparently. Drowned swordsman. Actually have all three of them together at once so I can use some AoE here. Beautiful. Alright, that one's covered. Some really big, oh, they're axolotls rather than Fs. Are y'all gonna run all the way over here? Think so. Get some good old F-tail. What's wrong, Y'shtola? Pray do not concern yourself. 'Twas but a glancing blow. Come, the Aetheryte is close at hand. Let us press on.
Damn them. They have made thralls of soldiers and civilians both.
Good old Thancred.
Did I miss much?
There's you, Gary. And there we go. We start to see our first, like, rogue and ninja actions.
So that is how you fight in the Far East. Mental note, pick no quarrel with Domans.
Such a good line. It's been so long.
But seriously, if I am to keep up, I must needs forsake elegance for efficiency.
There it is. Thancred dual wielding for the first time. I don't remember if we get to see an assassination. I think we do. It was essentially the trailer for Ninja and Rogue. And this is when we were still hoping for a gunner class or a pirate class.
You'll forgive me my lateness.
Dual wielding pistols. I still want a pistol dual wielding class.
I've been something of a liability of late, I know. 'Tis high time I set about making amends.
Long have you shriveled, Endwalker, tormented our kind.
Shriveled?
But no more! Your time is at an end! You shall perish with salt in your wounds and sea in your lungs. Lord of the world, hearken to our plea. Lord of the world, deliver us from our misery.
Do you feel that?
I I know this sensation. It's the echo.
What? Ah! Such power! It is transcendent!
Seven hells.
Strike me down if you will. It is futile. I have mastered the gift. I am eternal.
I mean, all we gotta do is just keep shooting the guys around you, my dude.
O mighty Leviathan, ruler of the seas, born of waters primordial, I offer unto you this frail flesh, that you might grant your faithful servants deliverance. I beseech you, come forth!
Die, damn you!
Foolish shorewalker! You cannot kill that which is eternal!
There it is. It's Leviathan.
Heavens forfend.
Damn it all!
My being ebbs away. It should by right be infinite. Am I not immortal? Curse you, emissary! You promised me everlasting.
Leviathan just turned you into a snack, my dude.
Where did he go?
What say you? Nary a single ship? Hells take that sea demon. Gather the survivors and get to shore. Leave the wrecks for the pirates. Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary squadron is lost. For a mercy, 'twould seem the Primal now makes for open sea. But why does he not press his advantage? Unless... God save us. He means to unleash a tidal wave.
Oh, that's not good. I mean, instantly took down a squadron of ships as well. Understand, I speak of no normal wall of water. That which Leviathan makes ready to conjure carries more destructive power than aught seen in nature, enough to raise entire coastal settlements. If his last attempt is any guide, we cannot suffer history to be repeated, yet how in the seven hells are we going to prevent it? Though our plight cries out for action, we must take thought. So long as Leviathan remains in the open sea, he is effectively beyond our reach. Our fleet is second to none, of that you can be sure. But, blah. Limlian herself would struggle to best the Lord of the World in its element. In a straight fight, he would make meat and matchwood of us. We need another plan. That much is plain. Let us return to Limsa and see if we cannot think of one. I shall await you in the command room. At least the Hegan just chilling over here. Let's get a Limsa. We just hit the 2-hour mark. So I'm gonna go ahead and run up to the left. And then I'll take a short break. Where's the left? Left, this way. Yeah, I'm gonna run up here. Then take a good, probably about 5-minute break, 5 minutes or so. So, yep, I'll see y'all shortly. Yeah, and we're back. Drink water, y'all. Alright. Let's get to it, shall we? We need to devise a plan.
There used to be a hamlet beyond South Tidegate in western La Noscia. Hearthstone, it was called.
I'm happy we're getting a lot more voice acting now.
Some years prior to the Maelstrom's founding, Leviathan rose from the briny depths and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. On that occasion, the Company of Heroes put him down before he could do too much damage. But when the bastard came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Hearthstone and washed the soil away for good measure.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
The Sahagin? I keep calling this Sahagin. It's the Sahagin, I'm selling.
Aye, the thrice-damned creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood. Given the quantity of crystals stolen to feed him and his legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations. If that sea demon is left to wreak havoc, what befell Hearthstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa. That cannot happen. The primal must be stopped.
That was ever our objective, Admiral. But how are we to achieve it? The sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain. The ships of the 3rd Squadron could not close to within 100 yards of the primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
I have read the reports, Master Thancred. Our warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges for all the good they did. 7 hells! Is there no way that we might strike back?
What about said? We can maybe do something similar we did to Garuda.
The Company of Heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet, but we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. It will avail us little to consult past experience.
Admiral, if I may.
Speak freely, Marshal.
By all accounts, Leviathan's most formidable weapon is the very sea itself. Waves and whirlpools, tides and currents, all these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe. This, in effect, is what the Company of Heroes achieved with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told. If mounted upon a ship, such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us, rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
Of course! Sid built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage through Garuda's Tempest, did he not?
Begging your pardon, my lady, but to give credit where it's due, this is something I heard from an old arcanist friend of mine.
It makes little difference who thought of it first, so long as it works. Beg the specifications of this device from your friend, and I shall pass them on to our people at Naldic and Vermelis. But before we proceed any further, I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks, quite another. In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe. But I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals. The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
Mayhap not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed two ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder.
Nice of you to bring up Mistbeard.
By your leave, we might attempt to repeat the trick. The gods know it would be quicker than building a new vessel.
Mistbeard did this. Truly, Marshal, upon the subject of the Pirate King, you are as a scholar.
Now, from what I have gleaned of these matters, the device will need to be in close and constant proximity to the target. To wit, we must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan. This in itself will be no small feat. Ramming speed will be required, but given the weight of the cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel. Suffice it to say, the task of piloting said vessel will entail considerable danger, and I would not ask it of another. I volunteer myself.
This dude's excited to go pilot a ship. I wonder if the game is... was Hullbreaker Isle out already?
It will be dangerous for all involved, but we have no better recourse.
Very well.
Commodore, assemble the remnants of the fleet at Morabee Bay. Give priority to our soundest vessels. The repairs can wait.
It was this
Marshal
patch?
Sephirot, command of the operation is yours. I want that twin vessel ready to sail post-haste.
At once, Admiral.
And then there is the small matter of slaying the beast. The fate of Limsa Lominsa rests upon your shoulders once again. Go well, warrior of light.
Yeah, it was on this patch. Okay, yeah. Beings held as gods also exist in what you call the Far East. Legends tell us they walked among us in days of yore, but I confess that I've never truly believed them. That I should live to behold one is humbling and horrifying in equal measure. Now that I have come face to face with the Primal, I do begin to understand why the Garleans feared them so. What is it? A message, Admiral. I judge it best that it be delivered at once. I'm listening. According to the Yellow Jackets, a man has appeared who claims to have defeated Leviathan. Are they really gonna make me still do this quest? One of the company of heroes. The details are yet hazy, Admiral. We have dispatched one of our own to question the individual. I am disinclined to put any store by his claim, and even should it be true, it is as Yustola said, none save the company of heroes have bested Leviathan, and we know how they went about it. If this man is of their number, what could he tell us that we do not already know? And yet, having wagered Lim's survival on 2 ships, some rope, and a pile of crystals, can we afford to ignore this man? If his testimony could yield us any matter of an advantage, should we not hear it? Damn it all. The twin vessel will soon be ready. We have no time to wait for the Maelstrom's report on the supposed Primal Slayer's claims. Renee, seek him out and learn what he knows. At the very least, it will spare you the torment of waiting for the reckoning and idleness. The man you're looking for is believed to be a resident of the Grey Fleet in Lower Lenasia. The Storm private set sent to question him should already be in the vicinity. May your journey prove fruitful. I doubt it. And I could probably just fly there. It'd probably be faster to take the Aetherite, but why not? I haven't flown over this area yet, so I might as well. I mean, I don't feel like I'm getting much of a new view flying like this. I mean, you get a good view of Limsa. Not many people are online, sadly. What quest is that? Oh. Sure enough, it's this jerk. Now look here, you. You'll have a bloody... you'll have your bloody story right after you carry the sack of grain over to the mill. But sir, that's what you said before and when you had me pick those oranges for you. And I mucked out the Chocoball stables and before I rolled that millstone over to the mill. Also before... Gods, man, I've worked 3 days straight without a wink of sleep. 3 days, and do you hear me complaining? Yeah, LD, it's this guy again. I suppose some of us just ain't made for the rougher stuff. Alright, I'll give you what you want. Never let it be said that old Troctum ain't a generous soul. Now prick up your ears, cause I won't be repeating myself. Too modest, see? Besides, there's only so much epicness a man can take in one sitting. You keen? Ahem. The tale of Troctum's epic victory over the dread primal Leviabetus. Now, Leviabetus is huge, make no mistake. To give you an idea how big, each of his scales about as wide across as my members long, and that's no mean feat, let me tell ya. When I fought him, I could barely see over all the brine he was pelting me with. Must have been a lagoon's worth at least. He even knocked me trusty axe out of my hands at one stage. Of course, that proved to be a grave mistake. What happened next? Why, I grabbed him by the tail and tied him up in knots. But not wanting to take all the glory for myself, I let me mates of the company heroes handle the rest. Like I said, I'm modest as well as heroic. Mayhap too modest. Now, there's some say you can never truly beat Leviabetus, but you've got to learn to live with him and make the best of a bad situation. Not the company, though. What do you mean live with them? Oh my god. But it's you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I was just enjoying the attention is all. I take back everything I said. I was never part of the company heroes. I'm no marauder. I'm actually a complete coward. I'm nothing. I'm Chocobo Dung. No, I'm the maggot you find wriggling in Chocobo Dung. I've yet to lie to women to I have to lie to women to tumble them, and that don't happen much. Remember, it's tiny. It's pathetic. I sure as hell didn't fight Leviabetus, but I have seen him with my own eyes. It was a fair few years back when I was working as a baker's hand. I was shirking my duties one day, loitering around the harbor when I saw it. A great big massive sea serpent some moms off the coast, with a fleet of galleons making straight for it, cannons firing. I was so bloody scared I soiled myself right there and then. What? Oh god, just remembering that day made me soil myself all over again. But wait, if you're asking after Leviabetus, it means you're planning to fight him, ain't you? Well, take care. He really is terrible. Dreadful, I tell ya. If you're not careful, you'll end up in his gullet or at the bottom of the sea. Why, you worthless lying whore son. I can't believe you made me handle Chocobo dung. Renee, this is Minfilia. Were you able to learn aught of use against Leviathan? I beg your pardon? Leviabetus? I see. That is unfortunate. At any rate, I have tidings for you. The twin vessel is now complete. We await you at the Marabi dry docks. Pray make your way here as soon as you're able. Leviabetus. I'm told your Johnson to the Grey Fleet proved fruitless. My sympathies, lass. I'll wager it served to take your mind off the events of recent days, though. But enough of that nonsense. The moment of truth is upon us. The twin vessel, the World Eater, I call her, is complete. She surpasses all my expectations. In addition to her prodigious tonnage, she has been fitted with a platform that you and yours might maneuver freely in battle. I would mention also that she is nigh unsinkable, but I am not one to tempt fate. The World Eater and her crew stand ready, my friend. Just give the word and we shall bear you to the Leviathan. Ah, I know that look. You're ready. Having been constructed in some haste, the World Eater may not be pretty, but I assure you she's capable. She has been fitted with what our friends at Naldic and Vimelis are calling an elemental converter. Assuming the thing works, it will use the power of the corrupted crystals on board to rob Leviathan of its hold over water. Depending on how the battle unfolds, you may well need to activate the device manually. Keep that in mind. It is expected that the Sahagin and their thralls will attempt to come to Leviathan's defense. Accordingly, the Maelstrom will once again employ diversions. Thancred and Y'shtola, I would have you assist in this effort. If it is to fulfill its purpose, your diversionary force must not want for numbers. By your leave, I would volunteer my blade. We would welcome it. Haven't seen you fight in Saspa, I dare say the fishbacks will find your presence highly diverting. Thancred and Y'shtola, if you would join the 3rd Levy, and Lady Ugiri the 5th. But what words have I for the woman who has made a sport of slaying gods? Only these: go warily, for the sea is an unforgiving place to wage war. May the navigator guide you through the storm, warrior of light. I would echo the Admiral's sentiments and add a few words of mine own. Know that we have the utmost faith in you, Renee. May the crystal bless and keep you. Now let's see how hard it is gonna be to try and find a group to do the World Eater. Let's see. The World Eater hard. More than 30 minutes. Of course. Let's see, is there anyone online to help with, is it the World Eater or just World Eater? By that. Okay, I'm gonna go to Limsa. It looks like my 2 friends I have here in Limsa are not going to be able to help. Let's see. Shout. any adventure. Or oh, there's 2 DPS in queue. I think my odds of finding people to help me are going to be pretty low. You're level 88, monk. I wish they would join. Now they're a level 90 gunbreaker. They're they're queuing for something. It's not the World Eater. Sad. Was there not an option to do trust as... I didn't see it when I was there. Let's see, duty support. No. I was really hoping that they were gonna have duty support for World Eater. Guess not. They're not saying anything. Do they want to join? I hope they want to join. When you get a minute, can I ask you to try something for me? Sure, what you got, Tyan? Probably farming, whatchamacallit, PvP. Lots of bots here. But yeah, what you need, Tyan? Oh, we got another. Got a group coming together for Leviathan. So many monks. Go take on Leviathan. The Tyan's logging in. I'm assuming... How are they able to use the kick? I can't use the kick right now. To make it easier, it's to see if you can fly me over to Isle of Umbra. I can definitely fly to the Isle of Umbra. I don't have access to I don't have access to the abilities yet, sadly. But yeah, Tyan, I can definitely fly you over, but I'm in a party to do Leviathan. I miss my old emotes. I miss my emotes from my main. It's fine. When you're free, just wanting to prove a point to someone. I'm fairly certain I've flown to the Isle of Umbra on stream, but you can definitely do it. I can fly there on stream if it helps. Sana, Centel. Sana, do you want to join us? Where are they all going? Looks like the group is, they're showing off glamours and stuff. But yeah, Tyon, do you want me to, fly there on stream? I could do it right now. Real quick. I need to prove that you can fly to the Isle of Umbra. Oh, Sana said no. Okay. So yeah, you want to know if you could fly to the Isle of Umbra? Let's see, where is it? Isles of Umbra are over here. You know, the giant tower with all the crystal in it? But, yeah. Also, I don't know if you have access to clip, Ion. I know I can clip. You might be able to clip this for your purposes. And yeah, you can definitely fly to the Isle of Umbra. The Isle of Umbra. And there's the extra island off to the side. I don't know if you can fly to Moonshade Isle. You might be able to. Look at all the ghost ships out here. Spooky. There you go. This little island you would normally get here via this Alpst when you're doing your repeatables. So you can't get to these. The only way to get to these boats over here is if you're doing there's some repeatable quest from the Sahuagin Beastrod quest that will let you come over to these boats. There is a boat way up here, the Serpent's Tongue. You should be able to get to the Serpent's Tongue. I'm done proving my point about flying to the Isle of Umbra. We have this boat over here. Can definitely fly over to it. It's closed off. Yeah, you can definitely come over to this boat as well. It'd be a pain currently. Where are you at right now, Tyon? If you can meet me in L-Port, I can probably show you. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. You're in L-Port? Okay. Where you at, Tyon? No problem. There you go. Yeah, it looks like we are going to do it unsynced, sadly. Hopefully they're not taking too long with the housing. I There we go. I needed to hide chat for a second. Yeah. Sorry, I'm kind of quiet. I'm waiting on everyone to get ready. So what are y'all up to? Was in fact someone told me that you couldn't be flown to the Isle of Umbra as it was locked? Yeah, that's really weird. I don't think they have any areas locked off like that. At least not in A Realm Reborn. The only one that's like locked off for real is being able to travel from Limsa to the rest of Eorzea. That is locked behind story. I don't know why I was typing pack. People are starting to show back up. This samurai, why are they wearing like a battle thong with their riding gear? Need help queuing for a dungeon. People are gonna take me and sink through Leviathan. Watching your streams is helping me this week since we just lost a neighbor day. Oh. I see. How's work going, by the way? Have things calmed down a little bit, or is it still crazy? We got our pop into Leviathan. Our registration was withdrawn. Still crazy at work, I see. Well, hopefully it calms down. Oh, this creaking boat. I love the sound of it. Oh no, people are making noises. They're ruining my cutscene. Oh, I love the music here. Yeah, I thought Leviathan was really cool music-wise when it came out. Oh, did they start? Ow. Ow, you jerks. Ow. Y'all are very rude. It'd help if I'm pressing the right buttons. And here we go. Here's the music. Sadly, I don't think it's gonna last long. I didn't even get to enjoy the fight at all. Oh no. Well, there you go. That's what happens if you unsync Leviathan. I didn't even get to participate in that fight. No. Drink water, y'all. Most anticlimactic. All right. So let's go back to Limsa. Levy had the bongos, sure. And they're doing all the noises. Alright. Where was I? Oh yeah. I need to go talk to Meryl. I feel really bad. We didn't get to enjoy the fight at all. It is what it is, though. I don't think I could solo it on my Gunbreaker. No.
We Lominsons are sworn to strive, till sea swallows all. And swallow all it would have, had Leviathan prevailed. That we still strive now, we owe in no small part to you. Not for the first time, you have delivered Limsa Lominsa from the wrath of a primal. Never has our nation known a stouter ally. On behalf of my people, I give you my humblest thanks.
No.
'Tis meet that I give thanks to old Mistbeard, too, for his fine solution. Whatever else he may have been, 'tis clear he was a resourceful soul. Would that I had a man like him in my service.
I love all the callouts to Miss Being.
Before I set foot in these lands, I had no inkling that the people of Eorzea contended with such mighty foes. Suffice it to say, their existence came as something of a shock, as did the idea that they could be defeated. This experience has served to remind me of the vastness of the world, and the boundless potential of man. Though I am but a refugee in this realm, I would fain be of use to you in your fight. Know that I am tutored in one of the foremost combat arts of the Far East. It may seem outlandish to the Eorzean eye, but should any of your people care to learn, I would be pleased to initiate them.
And there you go. She wants to teach us to be ninja.
And I will see to it that they are grateful. I have no doubt that your knowledge and skills will serve us well. Besides, your art is not so outlandish as you think. Would you not agree, Master Thancred?
Naught escapes your searching eye, Admiral. Few are privy to this information, but Limsa Lominsa is home to a certain secret fraternity. Its members are trained in a form of combat, not unlike your own. By my judgment, it should not be beyond such individuals to adapt to the techniques I witnessed you employing with such admirable deftness.
I am heartened to hear this. I too noted a kinship between your style and mine own, though it seemed to me that you fought differently in the beginning.
I suppose I did. What can I say? I'm a man of many talents.
Thancred's like, I don't know how much I'm allowed to say. Also, we all know that this is a video game, and this is added.
Though you may labor to believe it, Thancred was once something of a scoundrel who fraternized with the criminal class in these parts.
Yestola! You jest, of course.
But for a chance encounter with Alphino's grandsire, he might never have left Limsa Lominsa, or received an education in Sharlayan, or taken up his post in Uldar, which is where he trained in the blade, lest you wonder.
Minfilia, please!
I like that they call upon all this in Endwalker a lot.
It would seem there is more to you than meets the eye, Master Thancred.
Lady Yugiri, I am told that you and yours came to Eorzea seeking permanent resettlement, and that many domins have since been engaged as frontier hands at Revenant's Toll. Moderna is many things, but a place of refuge it is not. Know that I would like nothing better than to furnish your people with a new home here on Lominsan soil. Alas, racked by instability as we are, our nation is in no fit state to take you in. Yet I'll not have it said that we turned a blind eye to your suffering. Until such time as we can do more, I pledge to send provisions.
We are in your debt, Admiral. I realize that it scarce qualifies as repayment. But if it please you, I shall set about sharing my martial knowledge with your people at once.
You wished a word in private.
So here we go. Is Y'shtola going to bring up again how everything that's happened with the Sahagin has been like... we know. She's already had her talk with Merylweb in the past.
The better not to spoil the festive mood. History repeats itself, Admiral. As the kobolds did before them, the Sahagin resorted to summoning their god over a territorial feud. They acted in self-preservation. It may be that the Sahagin initiated this particular clash, but how it begins does not interest me so much as how it ends.
I have not forgotten our conversation, Y'shtola. I am aware that man bears part of the blame for the Primal's existence. Nor am I ignorant of the Sahagin's reason for acting. They sought to secure a place to breed and multiply that their kind might survive. Self-preservation, as you say. But we have as much right to live and thrive as they. If our own survival is threatened, are we to lay down our arms and welcome oblivion? Nay.
And so you kill, that you might live. Yet if living is a right, then that right belongs to all peoples, be they men or beastmen.
I'll not deny your reasoning. But when a storm gathers, it falls to me to see my people safely through it. That is my duty, and I shall do it.
As must we all, Admiral. Stay the course, then, but know that it will lead to no good end.
Man has ever put himself first and foremost. To justify his actions, he clads himself in the armor of righteousness, though it be a fancy of his own making. In this, mayhap the Garleans and we Domans are not so different.
Eorzea has become as a raging sea. If we are to keep our heads above the waves, we cannot scruple to drown the man next to us.
A lot of foreshadowing adding up here.
When hopes of coexistence founder, strength must determine who has the greater right to live.
Lord of the World is now complete. What did we get? I didn't even look and see what the quest item was. Durability draught? Is that even worth it at this point? When Gary met the fraternity, the Admiral has informed me of the arrangement. I have in my keeping a letter of introduction for Lady Ygiri. To the south stands a gate leading to a pier for smaller fishing vessels. Look for an inconspicuous Hirian man there. Present the letter to him. He serves as a gatekeeper of sorts. Now, before you go, I'm obliged to remind you that the Members of the fraternity to which you are to be introduced abide in the shadows of Lamentian society. They value their independence more highly than pirates and are united by a bond stronger than mithril. To wit, they are invariably wary of new faces. Though it be penned by the Admiral herself, mere words on parchment will only get you so far in their confidence. You must work for every ounce of trust they place in you. But here is the letter. Go to the aforementioned place and show it to the aforementioned man. Oh, and good luck. And now we begin the race to see if we can finish patch 2.2 before we have to end stream. So where are you at? You're way down here. That's not the Fisherman's Guild at all. So that's where I was about to head. The Fisherman's Guild. The inconspicuous man and the shadowy woman. Look like rogues to me. Got business with me, Venture? So you're the woman the Admiral sent word of. I was hoping I might catch a glimpse of Thancred too. Been a while since I saw his shite-eating grin. But what with all the doe-eyed wenches about, I suspect he's got his hands full. Ah, and you must be the far easterner that Merylweb says wants to train with us. Welcome to Limsa, my lady. By the way, I have 2 quests before I finish the patch. Yeah, I believe the quest I'm watching out for not to pick up is, like, the Great Divide? Yeah, it's the Great Divide. I am Ugiri of Doma. 'Tis an honor to make your acquaintance. I must confess, when I first learned of your organization, I had certain preconceptions as to the nature of your membership. It would seem I was mistaken. You're not the first person to say that, lass. Lims is a city of pirates, to be sure, and pirates don't want to give 2 farts about keeping a spotless reputation. They hardly need a secret society to do their dirty work. Might be as my people and I keep to the shadows, but we've got nothing to be ashamed of. It is simply better for business that we remain unseen. And so you have developed fighting techniques suited to this purpose. I see. Know that the practitioners of my art too are denizens of shadow. 'Tis in stealth that our strength lies. There is much we might learn from one another, I think. Then what in the 7 hells are we waiting for? You come with us, Ugiri of Duwatset. Ugiri of Duwatset. We can get acquainted with more private surrounds. that didn't come out right, did it? Lady Renee, I shall remain with these people for a time, that I might study their ways. Though I am loath to be separated from my countrymen, I take solace in the knowledge that they are in the best of hands. You might have been a true friend to us Domans. No words suffice to express my gratitude. Ere long, I hope to begin imparting my martial knowledge to the people of Eorzea. When that time comes, it would be my honor to welcome you as a student. I'd be up for that. And we got an item level 90 weapon coffer. Nice. I believe my weapon is level 80. It's technically an upgrade. Do I want to use it on monk? Sure, why not? What is it? Hellish Claws. Took a little bit for the game to update to the Hellish Claws. I want to hide these, so let's unequip this. Let's do our glamour plate. And then re-equip our headpiece. There we go. Through the Maelstrom. Much and more has occurred since I first beheld Eorzea from a galleon's deck. Suffice to say, I did not envisage being envisage being invited to play a part in your noble struggle, but forgive me, I have kept you over long. Doubtless you have pressing business of your own. Rest assured, I no longer require an escort in this land. When you next meet Lady Minfilia, pray relay to her my humblest thanks. Would that I could do so in purpose, but I must needs fulfill my promise to the Admiral. Till we meet again, Warrior of Light. I'm gonna go speak to Minfilia. Drink water, y'all. Only have like 35 minutes to finish. Hopefully I can do it. All the kids are here. I want to talk to them. I don't have time.
I have been reflecting upon the events which took place during our visit to Vilbrand. If you have a moment, I would share my conclusions with you. Please, bear with me. When the Sahagin Elder summoned Leviathan, he employed the power we have come to know as the Echo. Though I cannot well explain the how of it, it would seem he became immortal in so doing. When the Admiral subsequently slew him, his spirit emerged from his lifeless flesh, a consciousness shorn of physical form. Thus transfigured, he took up residence in the body of his minion with the ease of a man donning a favorite glove. Long have I known that the Echo allows one to pass through the walls of a man's soul, but never did I imagine that it could free us from our own flesh, nor less that our souls could then occupy the next corporeal vessel to take our fancy. It was of this that Elidibus spoke, an existence which knows neither cessation nor oblivion. And yet, though the Sahagin had mastered his gift and thereby become immortal, he was by no means invulnerable. As we both bore witness, he was ultimately absorbed into Leviathan. And the import of this observation? If the Ascians' mode of existence is indeed the same, it can be inferred that they too are not invulnerable, that they can be destroyed. There exists a legend which tells of souls who are reborn upon the cusp of each umbral calamity, that they might stay the encroaching darkness. To most, it is but a fairy tale, yet recent events have given me cause to wonder, could the legend in fact refer to the Echo?
And the Warrior of Lights for that matter. Warriors of Light.
Much and more yet remains unknown, but I am confident that all will become clear in time. For the present, however, what matters is that the key to defeating the Ascians may at last be within sight. With Urianger's aid, it is my hope that I shall fathom this matter ere long. Oh, I was just about to send for you, my friend. Is Artemis?
Grave tidings from the Sharlayan motherland, my lady.
Oh, we have tidings from Sharlayan.
It doth concern our distant allies, the students of Baldesion.
What of them?
My lady, the Isle of Val, which for many years hath been the Order's home, is no more.
The whole isle?
No more? Whatever do you mean?
I relate only that which hath been conveyed unto me by our agents. An etheric wave of the highest magnitude was recorded in the region. Soon thereafter, 'twas observed that the isle had ceased to be. 'Tis postulated that a magic was evoked, like in power to Ultima.
12 preserve.
If there are no other matters, I move that today's meeting be adjourned.
Leggy, why are you there by yourself?
It is done, my lord.
It is done? What is done?
Forgive my impertinence, my lord, but these orders, I am uncertain as to what end they serve.
Revolution.
Revolution? Pelagie, what are you on about? And there we go. That is the end of 2.2. The next MSQ quest will start 2.3. As you can see, the name of the quest is The Great Divide. So we managed to get through 2.1 in one stream and 2.2 in one stream. If I remember correctly, 2.3 is really long. So I don't know if we're going to be able to do it in one stream. We'll definitely try. For now, let's go ahead and... I want to see if the kids are still hanging out, because it looked like they were talking with, like, Gishtala. History is our friend, young one. The answers to the problems of the present are often found within the past. We need but seek them out. What if you wanted to solve a problem that's already happened, like the Garleans destroying Doma? Okay, so she's reading about history. Coltene is talking with Higiri in... what? The where? Yeah. There's 14 quests for 2.3. That doesn't really tell me how long it's going to take. Some 15 years ago, a mission took me to Ul'dah. It was then I first had a chance to gaze upon your beauty. I was utterly transfixed. I dared not blink lest I deprived myself of even a split second of your radiance. Thancred, you're pretty drunk. You do flatter me, dear, and I do believe you've had a bit too much to drink. There's Yozen. What you doing, buddy? Do you think this is impressive? In Doma, we trained to run on treetops. In the treetops. Ninjas. What in the seven hells are you doing up there? Get down here before you fall and break your neck. Don't mind Papalymo. He's making a fuss over nothing as usual. Yozen's sense of balance is amazing for a boy his age. I wonder how he got so good. And what are you doing over here by yourself, Hoary Boulder? Some of the Domans wanted to learn how to fight, and it's fallen to me to oversee their training. First, I need to find suitable equipment for everyone. I see. Actually, that reminds me, we get, I'm assuming it's part of MSQ, where you go fight Hoary Boulder for the, I don't know if it's specifically for the Domans, or if you do it for the Crystal Braves. But you do a little duty where you fight with them. I'm also surprised you don't mention Leviathan. Are you trying to queue me up for Ultima's Bane? From an era long forgotten, a blade of midnight drawn, from a distant land uncharted, a warrior who bears the dawn. Okay, so yeah, that's the Warrior's Bane. Tune in next stream to find out, right? Let's see. I wanted to hit up the summoning bell, check on my retainers. I already sent out my retainers. But let's go to Ul'dah and check on our squadron, see if they're good to go. I don't remember if they're going to be ready before the end of stream. If I had, I mean, I could just check my timers. But I like going inside. Yeah. Our squadron has been improving by leaps and bounds, but I think it's time for the recruits to try their hands at a more challenging deployment. It's the only way they'll learn to push past their limits. Oh, there's 6 minutes left. Good deal. And this should be the level 20, like, flag mission to, have the enlistment papers? No. But yeah, this should be the level 20 flag mission. That should open up the next set of missions for our squadron. You look beat. What happened to you? And this guy is over here just like worn out from his dinner. See, Kochi has logged in. She must have... Did Kochi stream today? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Kochi streamed today. So this is probably, Kochi being done with stream and time to hop into 14. Also, someone gave me a minion. Here it is. Banana Bear. Cat lurking in Renee's stream because no spoilers. I just finished with the MSQ for today. So I'm just chilling. No more spoilers for now. But yeah, I got this little bear. It's adorable. Nana bear. Mm-hmm. 4 minutes remaining. What can we do for 4 minutes? We could probably do a chocobo rings. I don't know if I fed my chocobo. Guess we'll find out. If I remember correctly, Biscuit isn't the best right now because I have my chocobo equipped with the with the XP gain. So let's do a quick chocobo race. Oh, it's gonna be a good one. That hit a lot of people. Here we got a spider web. Let's use that. Oh no, I'm already I can't. Oh, someone used like spider web on me. That's why I can't use my spider web. So let's use that. Clearing some of your market board items at clearance price. Kochi's been trying to work that market board hard. Gotta earn that gil. I'm gonna have like plenty of stamina for the rest of this race. Let's go ahead and speed up. Let's Let's use that, slow you down. Throw another gravel ball. Again, we should be safe to just sprint for the rest. Oh no! I didn't see the Mandragora. Bad. We're fine. Came in first. Yeah, Koji's making money on the NPC price flips. It's a very good way to make money in the beginning. We came in first on Biscuit. Biscuit ranked up. Alright, so now less than 1 minute remaining. Dang. Okay, you're not like panting on the floor anymore. That's good. Morgana seems fine. Nanasomi's just chilling over here in the corner. I don't have the lean emote. You're still over here with this food? I see. Mission complete. There we go. Now it's time for our debriefing. And the mission was a success. And we got a contemporary warfare defense. Sadly, that's not going to help us much. Level up. Congratulations, Commander. Thanks to your canny leadership, our squadron has proved itself yet again. The higher-ups will be throwing some meteor assignments your way now. Just you wait and see. Squadron promoted. Squadron rank 2. Your squadron has attained rank 2. As well as trainee missions, you will now have access to higher difficulty routine missions. You have also received a copy of Contemporary Warfare Defense as a reward for completing the promotion mission. This special item allows you to change a squadron member's class. Next to the regiment board, select the option View Squadron Roster. Next, choose a squadron member, and then use class change to subcommand to switch to a desired class. I don't think that's going to help me much. Because it's a defense one. If you look at our roster, we have many tanks. We are not short on tanks. So what's our next? We received a missive from the Hall of Flames regarding your performance, if you'll permit me. For ongoing excellence in the Adventurers Squadron Initiative, Lieutenant Lacrosse's squadron is hereby granted authorization to undertake command missions, effective immediately. New Adventurers Squadron missions available. Nice. Well, an expansion of our sphere of activity. This is proof positive of the company's faith in us, Commander. Conversely, it also means the expectations run higher. Let us see about our task with renewed vigor and continue on our explanatory course. By the way, Cat Chill Go Gold Saucer then clears some MSQ at Costa del Sol. Got 3 other quests there. Okay. You now have access to command missions. These duties will put you at the head of a 4-man unit, yourself and 3 soldiers, for a foray into an instance dungeon. Command missions can be undertaken by speaking with the squadron sergeant. Successful completion may yield unique rewards. If you wish to know more, please refer to Squadron Guide. Okay. And let's see for our squadron missions. Allied Maneuvers is level 35. That has an enlistment manual. So I think this is the one to rank up again. Level 35. My squadron is not ready to take this on. Even if I, like, mix it up a bit. Say we need a lot of strength. Like, I don't even think we can hit the strength requirement. And I'm fairly certain our training is split that way. So what do they want? Strength and tactics. Yeah, so we need to boost our strength and tactics. Training courses. What do you mean I don't have any daily sessions remaining? Did reset not happen yet? When does reset happen? Next mission allowance is in 20 minutes. So maybe resets it. I'm not sure when reset happens on this server, to be honest. What is that? Is this a Coddle 9 delivery missions? Can I be delivering stuff for more XP? I could. I could be using this to level. The XP doesn't look that great though, but I guess it's because my reputation isn't very high with them yet. It does give us quota though. But I could start looking at crafting this stuff and doing this. But yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and end stream here then. I want to thank everyone for coming and hanging out for the stream. Next stream we'll be covering patch 2.3, which is Defenders of Eorzea. So let's see, when are we gonna do patch 2.3? I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it tonight. Hopefully tomorrow I should be available to do it. I know we were talking about maybe raiding on Friday. I don't know if we're still raiding. I'm assuming we're short some people. Let me check in Discord real quick. Yeah, I'm assuming we're putting off raid until next week. So I should be able to stream tomorrow. I know I do need to take my car to the shop. So I need to also schedule that. So maybe what I'll try and do is do a stream tomorrow morning, and then in the afternoon take my car to the shop. But yeah, that is our plans for the next stream, and yeah, I hope you all had a wonderful time today. If you enjoyed the stream, please consider leaving a like. If you want to be notified about future streams, please consider subscribing. And yeah, I'll see y'all later. Bye bye, y'all.